Can you find the hidden secret in this scene? What about the meaning behind this Easter egg? You probably can't, because they can't be found while watching at normal speed. I spent months watching all 1,000 episodes at 0.2x speed and found 30 craziest secrets you never noticed before. For example, have you noticed this panda in the background of this episode? Well, he is a joke character created by Oda. Originally, it was designed for a character creation contest, and then he decided to hide him in random manga panels. He has appeared in 108 anime episodes and 263 manga cameos. Usopp is one of the Straw Hats who didn't eat a devil fruit, but he has a secret superpower to turn his lies into reality. Back in Syrup Village Arc, when Usopp was trying to impress Kaya, he lied about rescuing a giant whale. A few episodes later, Straw Hats saved Laboon the whale. He also told her about a goldfish pooping out a turd bigger than an island. That's obviously a lie, except it actually happened later, where Dory and Broggy kill this giant goldfish who literally poops out an island. I bet you didn't know the secret story behind Luffy's scar under his eye. You see, he caused it himself. While trying to show his courageousness to Shanks and his crew, Luffy did this and got a scar. This scene was completely removed from the anime, but it gets worse. You see in Bratier Arc when Zeph lost his leg while saving Sanji. That's not exactly what happened in the original manga. He saved Sanji without losing his leg, but in order to strive starvation on the island, he had to eat his own leg. If you think some of these secrets were cool, bro, you've seen nothing yet, because this was only the first level of secrets I'll reveal in this video. And with each level, secrets will only get harder and harder to find. And I doubt anyone knows the secrets I found in the final stage. As you know, Big Mom's goal was to build the strongest pirate crew consisting of her family only. To achieve that, she had to have many children from every race. But have you ever wondered how exactly does she find those husbands? She is not exactly the prettiest character in One Piece. You see, as soon as she sees a man whom she wants to have a child with, she just kidnaps them. And after having the child, she just kicks them out and moves on to find a new one. But this next hidden detail I found is even crazier. Before the reveal of Gear 5 in anime, it was hidden in this scene where Luffy was fighting Kaido. We can see a couple of frames flashing at this exact moment. It doesn't seem much at first, but if you break it down, you can see all of Luffy's gears. Here are Gear 2, 3, 4, and 5. But Gear 5th foreshadowing didn't stop here. You see, back in 2022, when One Piece movie Red came out, there was a lot of hype behind Luffy's next gear. Creators of the movie hid Gear 5 in this exact scene. At first, it just seems like another form of 4th gear. But if you watch it closely, Luffy's hair and clothes are white. But the foreshadowing doesn't stop here. Oda has been teasing this reveal for over 15 freaking years. During the Sky Island, Straw Hats were dancing around the bonfire. Here you can see the pose that Luffy does. And it looks quite similar to Luffy's Gear 5 pose. There is also the fact that in the manga, the kanji sound of the drums being played are similar to the one being played during the bonfire. You remember in Impel Down, there was a floor 5.5 between level 5 and 6, the New Kama Land, where Ivankov led the prisoners. Have you ever wondered why the prison guards don't know about it? And how was this base created in first place? You see, before Ivankov joined the Revolutionary Army, Morley, a prisoner who later joined the Revolutionary Army, carved the tunnels with her devil fruit abilities. Morley ate Oshi Oshi no Mi, a paramecia-type devil fruit that allows her to push and mold the ground as if it were made of clay. But did you know that transponder snails can mimic the appearance of the person who is speaking through them? They are weird creatures who work pretty much like the telephones in our real world. The only thing different is that they are actual living creatures with mood swings and emotions. So if they are hungry, sleepy, or just not feeling quite well, they won't mimic the person talking through them. Moreover, these transponder snails come in different shapes and sizes. And not only they are used for phone calls, but also for live video feed. Those ones are special snails called video transponder snails. We've talked about Luffy's scar, but have you ever wondered how Zoro got the scar on his eye? Since the beginning of the series, Zoro has the scar on his left eye, but nobody knows how he got that. Fans have made a lot of theories about it, but this is actually a design choice, and it totally justifies his name. He was called in episode 1062, the King of Hell. But there is a really cool hidden secret about Captain Kuro's backstory that none of you noticed. After Kuro defeats all the Marines on the ship and kills every single soldier except this one, but at the cost of leaving him alive, he broke his jaw. You won't believe that this random soldier on that ship was actually Axe-Hand Morgan. Now you know why he has a metal jaw. Level 3. Did you know that the creator of One Piece sneaked himself inside the show? Not once, but twice. First, in this exact moment, when Nami is going through the books, you can see his name Oda on this specific book. And secondly, in Baratier bathroom, when this guy is amazed by his own looks in the mirror, you can see Oda's name at the side. But did you know that Sanji was originally supposed to be named Naruto? This was revealed in 2010 in the Green Data book, that Sanji's name was originally Naruto, but it was later changed to avoid confusion, because at that time, some yellow-haired kid from another anime was suddenly gaining a lot of popularity, so he has to change his name. But still, Sanji's curly eyebrows were highly influenced by the swirls on Naruto fish cakes. Talking about Naruto. In 2014, Naruto manga was nearing its end, and as a tribute to Naruto's ending, Oda drew this cover page where Luffy is eating ramen with none other than Naruto himself, and Naruto is eating meat, which is Luffy's favorite food, but Naruto is covered by Nami, so his face is unseen. However, any Naruto fan can tell after taking a look at his clothes and shoes that he's none other than Naruto. Even the signs in the background translate as, "Thank you for your hard work, Naruto." The creator of Naruto returned this favor by drawing Straw Hat's flag on the Hokage statue. But did you know that someone asked Oda, "Do you regret giving Luffy rubber powers?" And Oda responded that, before the series started, Luffy almost got another devil fruit powers, the Op fruit. Then who would get his rubber powers? Oda answered this question by releasing this picture, and it's none other than Zoro. Combining his sword skills with rubber powers, he'd definitely be overpowered. Level 4. What if a devil fruit is eaten by two people? Do both of them get same powers? Do neither get powers? Well, the answer to this question is given in One Piece Novel A. The story in this novel has the exact same situation. Ace meets his future first mate. They were washed up on the shores of the deserted island at the edge of East Blue Sea. Both were starving, and after stumbling upon a random devil fruit, they each took a bite. Since Ace was the first to take the bite, he is the only one who got the devil fruit powers, which makes his first mate the only person in the entire series to eat a devil fruit without getting any powers. But did you know that there are a lot of islands in One Piece copied from real world? For example, Dressrosa Island is based on real-life Spain. Doflamingo's family name Don Quixote is the title of Spain's most famous novel, and even the history of Dressrosa Kingdom is similar to Spain. But in Dressrosa Arc, when Nami, Sanji, Brook, and Chopper left the crew, we didn't see them for a while. At least that's what everyone thought. But if you are a crazy reader like me, who stops at random manga panels to find out hidden clues and foreshadowing, you must have noticed Sanji, Chopper, Brook, and Nami as toys in the army of toys. And of course, Oda had to sneak in a panda toy. Before in this video, we talked about how Usopp can predict the future by his lies. His captain is 2 steps ahead of him. You see, he can literally draw the future. When the crew needed a shipwright before visiting Water 7, Luffy drew his ideal shipwright image that he will recruit in future. Luffy sketched out Frankie before they even met him. This drawing has Frankie's spiky hair, oversized forearms with the word mechanic written in Japanese on the side, but his future predicting sketches doesn't stop here. This one time, Luffy draw a sketch of what he thought a mermaid looks like. And in Fishman Island Arc, I found a mermaid in this manga panel which looks exactly like Luffy's drawing. Level 5. In the earlier designs of the Straw Hat Pirates, Nami was going to have a robot arm, but for some reason that idea was scrapped. Not only this, but she was originally going to end up fighting with a giant axe instead of the climate axe she has now. Oda is a genius. He thought of even the tiniest details before writing a single line down. Like, have you ever wondered that when Straw Hats are on long voyages, their hair have to grow out? So who give them haircuts? Well, Oda told us that it's Robin and Usopp who are responsible for giving haircuts to the rest of the crew. As you know that during the Marineford War, Whitebeard was injured a lot. Most of these injuries are toned down a lot in the anime. Like when Akainu attacks Whitebeard, he blows half of his mustache. This is not exactly what happened in the manga. He actually blew off half of his face, and Whitebeard was still standing. That's why a lot of One Piece fans argue that if Prime Whitebeard went there, he would have turned the whole Marineford upside down. The censoring, however, doesn't stop here. It started way back in Season 1, when Sanji agrees to cook for Don Krieg's men. The other chefs pointed guns at him, but in the anime it was completely changed. Instead of guns, they attack Sanji with giant kitchen utensils. But this next censorship scene is my favorite. Buggy the Clown has a dark childhood, mostly because kids made fun of his round red nose. One day he thought that one of his crew members was making fun of his nose. He chokes his crewmate by using his devil fruit powers, and at the end he let him go. But in the manga, he holds him up and kills him by firing the buggy ball directly at his face. You know nothing about Luffy's family. You see, his grandfather Garp and his father Dragon are the only biological family we know, even after 1,000 chapters. Both his mom and grandmother had never been mentioned. There is a weird fan theory that Crocodile is Luffy's mom. I don't know. What do you think about it? Talking about Luffy, he gives nicknames to every person he meets, like Pigeon Guy, Mingo, Branch, Jaggy, Pineapple, and so on. But he never made nicknames for his crew once they join him. He really treats his crew like a family. But if you want to join our One Piece family, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. We upload One Piece content every single week. See you in the next one.